vapor suspends above the mountain peak.
The barometric pressure drops rapidly,
Crushing my motivation. The atmospheric condition makes my entire body feel incredibly weak.
trapped under a thick, dark layer, absolute
Total stagnation.
moisture accumulates rapidly within this suffocating gray ceiling. The sun is completely blocked by a thick,
Impenetrable shield.
an overwhelming, oppressive, devastatingly numb feeling, forcing my stubborn, rebellious heart to
Finally bow and yield. The weight of the sky is bearing down upon our fragile spines. Looking upward anxiously, searching for any hopeful bright signs. But the density only increases with every passing miserable hour, stripping away our remaining energy, draining our vital power. This heavy cloud threatens an imminent emotional downpour today, chasing every single ounce of joyful sunshine completely away. A dense, loaded atmosphere hanging dangerously low,
paralyzing our movements,
making the journey painfully slow. A massive gray burden suspended directly over our home, trapping us underneath this dark, unforgiving, stormy dome.
smog and humidity combine into a thick, toxic
Suffocating blend.
The visibility decreases until I cannot even see
My own front gate,
wondering exactly how much longer this dark,
weather can extend.
resigning myself to this gloomy, predictable,
Fortunate fate. Condensation drips slowly down the cold metallic window frame. The dense fog rolls through the valley like a slow-moving ghost, playing a frustrating, psychological, exhausting waiting game, losing the things that my vulnerable heart cherished the most. The weight of the sky is bearing down upon our fragile spines, looking upward anxiously, searching for any hopeful bright signs. But the density only increases with every passing miserable hour, stripping away our remaining energy, draining our vital power. This heavy cloud threatens an imminent emotional downpour today, chasing every single ounce of joyful sunshine completely away. A dense, loaded atmosphere hanging dangerously low,
paralyzing our movements,
making the journey painfully slow. A massive gray burden suspended directly over our home, trapping us underneath this dark, unforgiving, stormy dome.
unleash the torrent, release the stored anxiety.
We cannot survive much longer inside this suffocating society. Break the tension, let the accumulated pressure finally explode, lighten the immense, unbearable weight of this atmospheric load. Dense, low, gray, press, sky is falling, endless stress. This heavy cloud threatens an imminent emotional downpour today, chasing every single ounce of joyful sunshine completely away. A dense, loaded atmosphere hanging dangerously low, paralyzing our movements, making the journey painfully slow. A massive gray burden suspended directly over our home, trapping us underneath this dark, unforgiving, story dome. Still hanging so dark, waiting for the burst. Shouting your name fiercely into a vast rocky cavern. The desperate vowels ricochet across jagged granite walls, seeking warmth inside this cold abandoned stone tavern, listening intently as the emptiness endlessly calls.
Sound waves bouncing off towering ancient limestone formations, an acoustic mirror reflecting my intense, undeniable affection,
creates an infinitely multiplying auditory duplications, sending my voice back in the absolute opposite direction. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echo and love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
Strict geometry dictates the trajectory of these syllables. Valleys trap the noise indefinitely within their steep perimeter,
Multiplying my confessions into countless unseen multiples, acting as a cool, unfeeling sonic limiter. The auditory feedback loop becomes completely deafening, hearing my own extreme vulnerability repeated mockingly. This geological phenomenon is truly deeply threatening my desperate pleas, bouncing around quite shockingly. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual, a physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
absorb the noise, quickly pad the hard reflective surfaces. I strongly demand an original reply, not a worthless duplicate.
This repetitive illusion completely defeats our purposes, making things horribly, terribly, hopelessly intricate. Hello, hello, return, return, bounce, bounce, empty, 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 empty. Empty, empty. Let the wheel turn. Directly to the sad sender. A hollow resonance replacing actual. A physical touch. Bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Just my voice bouncing back, utterly alone.
The giant yellow dwarf ignites with overwhelming cosmic grief,
Scorching the galaxy without any possibility of cooling relief.
magma droplets cascade violently from the glowing hot corona.
A tragic performance within this celestial, massive persona.
Boiling plasma erupts in a devastating, unpredictable solar flare. A cosmic tragedy that makes the terrified astronomers openly stare.
Hydrogen fuses into a magnificent, unparalleled weeping sorrow,
Worrying about the astronomical forecast for a dreadful tomorrow. A burning teardrop plummets through the endless vacuum of space,
leaving a fiery streak across the terrified planetary face.
the ultimate contradiction of a crying, incredibly bright sphere.
A meteorological phenomenon we universally, instinctively fear. Tearful sun crying, rivers of absolute scorching, pure fire,
Raising the galactic temperature significantly.
dangerously higher.
A weeping star mourning, it's inevitable.
Distant eventual death.
Exhaling a scorching, miserable,
Radioactive helium breath.
weeping sunlight blistering my sympathetic.
Upturned cheek.
A cosmic melancholy that makes the entire
Solar system weak.
The orbital path feels like a tragic, completely mandatory march.
Underneath the universe's grand obsidian, unfathomable arch.
Ultraviolet rays transmitting a deeply depressed, melancholic code.
Along the milky, expansive, interstellar, lonely cosmic road. Sunspots appear suddenly like bruised, emotional, dark eyes. A giant weeping entity entirely dominating the daytime skies. Crying liquid gold upon the orbiting tiny, insignificant planets. Melting the asteroids and the solid, floating, ancient granites.
A burning teardrop plummets through the endless vacuum of space,
Leaving a fiery streak across the terrified planetary face.
the ultimate contradiction of a crying,
Incredibly bright sphere. A meteorological phenomenon we universally, instinctively fear.
temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
A weeping star mourning, it's inevitable.
Distant eventual death,
Exhaling a scorching, miserable,
radioactive helium breath.
weeping sunlight blistering my sympathetic,
Upturned cheek,
the cosmic melancholy that makes the entire
solar system weak.
weep your flames
Shed your magnificent, terrifying, burning light,
and emotional eclipse,
fiercely battling the incoming eternal night.
a supernova of sadness violently exploding in the vast.
Empty void, leaving every single nearby constellation completely, utterly destroyed. Burn, cry, flare,
Melt,
weeping star. Tragic heat, tearful sun crying, rivers of absolute scorching, pure fire,
raising the galactic temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
a weeping star mourning, it's inevitable.
Distant eventual death,
Exhaling a scorching, miserable,
radioactive helium breath.
weeping
Sunlight blistering my sympathetic, upturned cheek.
a cosmic melancholy that makes the entire
Solar system weak.
cry
Your fire,
burning
tears. The star finally sleeps. The vast Atlantic behaves like a giant sheet of flawless glass, watching the motionless, anchored cargo vessel slowly pass.
A dead calm paralyzes the deep, unmeasurable marine abyss,
Robbing the coastline of its familiar, crashing white kiss.
voiceless currents circulate miles underneath the smooth surface, a fluid environment entirely devoid of direction or purpose.
The tides refuse to fight, the pressure begins to heavily mount,
Suffering from a quiet despair
that nobody can accurately count.
liquid stagnation,
Freezing our emotional true expression,
trapped inside an article
overwhelming, deep depression.
No breeze disturbs the surface,
No white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum of
absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to cry.
unyielding mud, chilling the warm flow of my frustrated human blood. Navigational instruments fail to find a way out of the zone, left drifting on this glassy desert, completely, utterly alone.
Motionless seaweed tangled around the rusted dead propeller. I have become a stranded, forgotten maritime dweller. The horizon blends seamlessly into the pale, misty sky, with no dynamic motion left to even ask the question why. Liquid stagnation, freezing our emotional true expression, trapped inside an article, overwhelming deep depression.
No breeze disturb the surface,
No white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum of
absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to cry in, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And unearthed to tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic, icy will.
A monstrous storm is brewing deep beneath this calm illusion,
A chaotic vortex of emotional, devastating, absolute confusion.
but on the outside,
Not a single ripple gives it away. We keep our devastating secrets locked up every single day. Still, deep, mute, tide, glassy water. No sound, silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water, with no vocal cords to cry in, and cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic, icy will, drifting away into the fog, utterly voiceless. A sudden unexpected spark ignites this frozen, icy relationship. The Arctic frost begins to melt away from my guarded exterior. Stepping off the lonely, isolated, cold passenger ship, realizing that my pessimistic fears were completely inferior.
your welcoming voice pierces through my stubborn, thick armor. A friendly greeting thaws the winter accumulated inside my chest. The atmosphere suddenly becomes significantly, wonderfully warmer, putting my long-standing cynical worldview to the ultimate test.
Combustion begins from a single, genuinely hospitable glance, giving our stagnant lives a beautiful secondary chance. The temperature rises as our eyes finally successfully meet, transforming this bitter, frozen sidewalk into a cozy street. A warm hello melts the massive glaciers of our long separation, initiating a beautiful, comforting,
A simple, friendly embers crackling cheerfully inside the old brick fireplace. Hospitality radiates from the center of your beautiful smile, erasing the lingering tension from my tired, stressed out face, knowing that this genuine connection makes everything worthwhile. The emotional thermostat climbs to a perfectly comfortable degree, unwinding my defensive posture, letting down my heavy guard, feeling completely, wonderfully, absolutely accepted and free. After spending so many years feeling incredibly bitter and hard, combustion begins from a single, genuinely hospitable glance, giving our stagnant lives a beautiful secondary chance. The temperature rises as our eyes finally successfully meet, transforming this bitter, frozen sidewalk into a cozy street. A warm hello melts the massive glaciers of our long separation, initiating a beautiful, comforting, a simple, friendly greeting packed with genuine, tender heat, making our synchronization completely, beautifully, totally complete. Banishing the lonely winter, welcoming the glorious spring, discovering the simple joy that a kind, welcoming word can bring. Fan the flames of kindness, sustain this hospitable fire, elevating our spirits higher than our wildest dreams aspire. A simple greeting possesses the magical power to heal, making this newfound happiness feel completely, tangibly real. Meet, greet, thaw, rise, friendly spark, bright eyes. A warm hello melts the massive glaciers of our long separation, initiating a beautiful, comforting, a simple, friendly greeting packed with genuine, tender heat, making our synchronization completely, beautifully, totally complete. Banishing the lonely winter, welcoming the glorious spring, discovering the simple joy that a kind, welcoming word can bring. Welcome back, so good to see you. Hello, my friend. Yeah. Softly beating inside this tranquil, quiet chest, finding a comforting zone where I can finally rest. Breathing slowly, exhaling the anxious tide air, floating easily on a cloud without a single care. Relaxed rhythm stomping at a peaceful pace, navigating the journey with unhurried grace. Gentle pulses echoing through my relaxed veins, sheltered safely from the chaotic pouring rains. Slowing the tempo of the rush in that crowd, lowering the volume when the world gets loud, tuning the frequency to a soothing, calm vibration, entering a state of permanent relaxation. Mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, writing a gentle, uncomplicated rhyme. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easygoing ride. To read emotions flowing like a lazy stream,
inside a waking dream.
Unwinding the knots tangled within my brain, refusing to participate in the stressful lane. Chilling underneath the shade of an old oak tree, embracing the simplicity of simply being free.
Tender feelings blossoming like a spring flower, appreciating the stillness of the present hour. Harmonious melodies hummed underneath my breath, defeating the worry, ignoring the stress until day.
Slowing the tempo of the rushing mad crowd, lowering the volume when the world gets loud. Tuning the frequency to a soothing calm vibration, entering a state of permanent relaxation. Mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, writing a gentle uncomplicated rhyme. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easygoing risery. Emotions flowing like a lazy stream, living pleasantly inside a waking dream. Dependable, quiet drum, waiting patiently for whatever good things come. Eat, rest, calm, just easy living, gentle giving, mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, riding the gentle uncomplicated ride. Rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easygoing ride. To read emotions flowing like a lazy stream, living pleasantly inside a waking dream. So calm,
A soothing bar, just relaxing. The studio clock ticks past midnight, heavy with exhaustion. Magnetic tape unspools slowly inside this cold recorder. Our creative spark whimpers into a faint, dying ember. We spend hours chasing a harmony we can no longer remember.
vacuum tubes inside the amplifiers are gradually cooling. Out of tune strings vibrate with a dull, hollow resonance. Cigarette smoke hangs motionless above the mixing console as this uninspired session takes its final, devastating toll. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its breath and its heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback our numb, slippery fingers. A feedback loop groans weakly in the monitor speaker. The rhythm section completely loses its steady foundation. Halting this pointless training, musical negotiation.
Condenser microphones capture nothing but heavy breathing. The flashing red indicator confirms the track is leaving. We compose a symphony out of fragile temporary lies, now watching how a legendary collaboration slowly dies. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause, waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythmic heartbeat, dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away.
Erase the master track, delete the digital file.
We haven't shared a genuine, happy smile in a long while.
Let the static hiss consume the remaining empty space,
Leaving behind no musical footprint, no historical trace. Decay,
vanish,
mute, hiss,
unrecorded sorrow.
no tomorrow. This fading jam loses its rhythmic heartbeat, dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. Ooh, the groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away.
Cut the power.
Switch off the light, total silence.
Oh, no, no, no.
The giant yellow dwarf ignites with overwhelming cosmic grief, scorching the galaxy without any possibility of cooling relief. Magma droplets cascade violently from the glowing hot corona, a tragic performance within this celestial massive persona.
Boiling plasma erupts in a devastating, unpredictable solar flare. A cosmic tragedy that makes the terrified astronomers openly stare.
Hydrogen fuses into a magnificent, unparalleled weeping sorrow, worrying about the astronomical forecast for a dreadful tomorrow.
A burning teardrop plummets through the endless vacuum of space,
leaving a fiery streak across the terrified planetary face.
the ultimate
Contradiction of a crying, incredibly bright sphere, a meteorological phenomenon we universally, instinctively fear. Tearful crying rivers of absolute scorching, pure fire,
raising the galactic temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
a weeping storm,
Warning its inevitable, distant, eventual death.
exhaling a scorching, miserable
Radioactive helium breath. Weeping sunlight blistering my sympathetic upturned cheek. A cosmic melancholy that makes the entire solar system weak.
The orbital path feels like a tragic, completely mandatory march underneath the universe's grand obsidian, unfathomable arch.
Ultraviolet rays transmitting a deeply depressed melancholic code along the milky, expansive, interstellar, lonely cosmic road. Sunspots appear suddenly like bruised, emotional dark eyes. A giant weeping entity entirely dominating the daytime skies, crying liquid gold upon the orbiting tiny, insignificant planets, melting the asteroids and the solid floating ancient granites.
A burning teardrop plummets through the endless vacuum of space,
Leaving a fiery streak across the terrified planetary face.
the ultimate
Contradiction of a crying, incredibly bright sphere, a meteorological phenomenon we universally, instinctively fear. Tearful sun, crying rivers of absolute scorching, pure fire,
raising the galactic temperature significantly,
dangerously higher.
a weeping storm,
Mourning its inevitable, distant, eventual death.
exhaling a scorching, miserable
Radioactive helium breath. Weeping sunlight blistering my sympathetic upturned cheek. A cosmic melancholy that makes the entire solar system weak.
burning tears,
Burning tears, the star finally sleeps. Fire,
burning tears.
burning sleeps. Deep beneath the ancient, fertile forest floor, subterranean channels cannot contain this agony anymore. The oldest oak timber trembles from an inner disease as a bitter autumn wind strips the defenseless trees.
Ancestral soil absorbs the generational heavy weight, nutrients contaminated by a cruel, unyielding fate. Bark splits open, oozing a sticky, resinous tear, exposing the historical vulnerability we secretly fear.
The underground network carries a desperate silent signal. This botanical structure is becoming dangerously brittle. vegetative starvation. The roots weep beneath the heavy trampled clay as our natural connection completely withers away. The foundation grows, the ancient trunk bleeds, ignoring our emotional, vital, spiritual needs. A subterranean mourning, organic and profound, crying silently from underneath the solid ground.
Concrete jungles expand, choking the soft loam, depriving our wild spirits of their native home. Iron shovels sever the delicate fibrous veins, leaving nothing but structural damage and pains.
Withered stems collapse under the toxic atmosphere. No sweet birds nesting, no gentle wildlife near. The crown of branches loses its majestic green pride, with no secret canopy left for us to run and hide. The underground network carries a desperate silent signal. This botanical structure is becoming dangerously brittle. An unseen earthquake fractures our spiritual foundation, enduring a slow, painful, vegetative starvation. The roots weep beneath the heavy trampled clay as our natural connection completely withers away. The foundation grows, the ancient trunk bleeds, ignoring our emotional, vital, spiritual needs. A subterranean mourning, organic and profound, crying silently from underneath the solid ground. Oh, yeah,
Reclaim the dirt, remember the ancient wild origin, before the synthetic modern corruption crawled in. But the rot has penetrated far too deep into the core. We cannot blossom or bear sweet fruit anymore. Tremble, rot, die. Earthy sorrow, no tomorrow, no tomorrow. The roots weep beneath the heavy trampled clay as our natural connection completely withers away. The foundation grows, the ancient trunk bleeds, ignoring our emotional, vital, spiritual needs. A subterranean mourning, organic and profound, crying silently from underneath the solid ground. Back to dust, earth to earth, nature surrenders. Back to dust. Packing the vintage suitcase with tremendous loving care, leaving a sugar-coated letter on the wooden chair. No bitter arguments, no screaming matches or spite, just a peaceful departure into the comfortable night. The train ticket rests inside my heavy overcoat pocket, removing your picture from my silver antique locket. A mutual understanding that our beautiful chapter ends. parting ways gracefully as lifelong
caring friends, tasting the honey of our spectacular shared history, unlocking the final door to this romantic mystery.
No salty tales
Ruining the flavor of this departure,
respecting the skilled aim of Cupid,
the blind archer. Sweet goodbye, coated in candy and fond respect,
a flawless farewell
that neither of us will reject. Waving from the station platform with a gentle smile,
walking our separate paths for
very long while.
a delicious ending
To a wonderful, tasty feast. Oh, releasing the love gently, calming the inner beast.
caramel memories sticking pleasantly to my tongue, remembering the wild adventures when we were young. No sour resentment polluting this final warm embrace,
Maintaining our dignity, exiting with absolute grace. Folding the sweater, splitting the vinyl record collection, feeling a deep, unwavering, permanent affection. Stepping onto the platform, tasting the vanilla breeze, concluding our beautiful novel with absolute ease. Tasting the honey of our spectacular shared history. Oh, unlocking the final door to this romantic mystery.
no salty tales
Ruining the flavor of this departure.
respecting the skilled aim of Cupid, the blind archer.
Sweet goodbye, coated in candy and fond respect,
A flawless farewell
that neither of us will reject. Waving from the station platform with a gentle smile,
walking our separate paths for
very long while.
a delicious ending
To a wonderful, tasty feast. Oh, releasing the love gently, calming the inner beast.
preserve the goodness, seal the jar exceptionally tight.
We did absolutely everything wonderfully and right.
A rare accomplishment,
In a world of nasty breakups, avoiding the usual dramatic, emotional shakeups. Smile, smile, leave peace,
sugar coated,
sweet release. Sweet goodbye, coated in candy and fond respect,
a flawless farewell
that neither of us will reject. Waving off its proper axis, stepping blindly onto an unfamiliar, intimidating dance floor. My bodily coordination completely fails the practice, forgetting the choreography we meticulously learned before.
Limbs moving clumsily without any graceful intention, misinterpreting the signals of our physical intimate waltz. A jarring disruption grabbing my unwanted attention, experiencing a series of embarrassing sudden falls.
Syncopation breaks the natural, seamless flow. Time slips rapidly away from my grasping fingers. The tempo fluctuates between aggressively fast and agonizing slow. Only an awkward, disjointed sensation permanently lingers. Lost rhythm causing me to trip abruptly tonight, falling completely out of strict musical alignment. My hips sway incorrectly, lacking the magical insight, escaping from this metrical rigid confinement. The heavy pendulum swings unevenly side to side, with no dependable groove left to act as my guide.
Clunky footwork replaces our previously seamless tango, stepping on your toes accidentally during the spin. The percussion scatters like a drop bruised mango, wondering exactly where the melody should begin.
Mathematical confusion disrupts my spatial orientation. The irregular drum beat disguises my erratic wild steps, losing control over my own physical manifestation, sinking into unpredictable asynchronous depths. Syncopation breaks the natural, seamless flow. Time slips rapidly away from my grasping fingers. The tempo fluctuates between aggressively fast and agonizing slow. Only an awkward, disjointed sensation permanently lingers. Lost rhythm causing me to trip abruptly tonight, falling completely out of strict musical alignment. My hips sway incorrectly, lacking the magical insight, escaping from this metrical rigid confinement. The heavy pendulum swings unevenly side to side, with no dependable groove left to act as my guide.
Recalibrate the measures,
Count 1, 2, 3, 4.
try to synchronize our mismatched pulses once again, but
The connection is severed, shattered upon the floor. Accepting this chaotic timing, enduring the awkward pain. Stumble, falter, trip, sway,
out of sync.
lost the way. Lost rhythm causing me to trip abruptly tonight, falling completely out of strict musical alignment. My hips sway incorrectly, Precipitation begins descending from above. Liquid medicine to mend a fractured love. Stormy clouds gather across the gray expanse, offering nature's magnificent watery dance.
Monsoons wash the dirt from the city pavement, releasing my mind from its dark enslavement. Umbrellas bloom like mushrooms on the walk, listening to the storm's majestic rhythmic talk.
Puddles form reflecting the neon street lights, washing away the terror of those sleepless nights. Thunder claps loudly signaling a true rebirth, nourishing the parched, dehydrated, thirsty earth. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket,
Soothing the urban, overwhelming loud racket.
let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones.
Hey, hey. Gutters overflowed with yesterday's regret, embracing the moisture, allowing myself to get wet. Muddy boots splashing through the flooded alleys, climbing out of these emotional sunken valleys.
Window panes blurred by the steady washing stream, waking up refreshed from a feverish bad dream. Petrichor scent filling the cool breezy draft, creating a life raft from a makeshift craft. Puddles form reflecting the neon street lights, washing away the terror of those sleepless nights. Thunder claps loudly signaling a true rebirth, nourishing the parched, dehydrated, thirsty earth. Healing rain restores the shattered, broken pieces as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket,
Soothing the urban, overwhelming loud racket.
let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones.
Extract the bitter poison, look at the fresh green grass, hear the joyous noise.
And every single drop that hits the fertile soil, ending this period of endless painful toil. Drip, drop, cleanse, mend, waterfalls, sorrows end. Drip, as the heavy downpour magically increases. Droplets cleanse the sorrow from my heavy jacket, soothing the urban, overwhelming loud racket. Let it pour, let it drench my weary bones, replacing my cries with peaceful, quiet tones. Wash clean, brand new, purified. Shouting your name fiercely into a vast rocky cavern. The desperate vows ricochet across jagged granite seeking warmth inside this cold, abandoned stone tavern, listening intently as the emptiness endlessly calls.
Sound waves bouncing off towering ancient limestone formations, in a ghostly mirror reflecting my intense, undeniable affection, creating infinitely multiplying auditory duplications, sending my voice back in the absolute opposite direction. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The cannon replies loudly but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Strict geometry dictates the trajectory of these syllables. Valleys trap the noise indefinitely within their steep perimeter, multiplying my confessions into countless unseen multiples, acting as a cruel,
Unfeeling sonic limiter. The auditory feedback loop becomes completely deafening, hearing my own extreme vulnerability. Mockingly, this geological phenomenon is truly deeply threatening my desperate pleas, bouncing around quite shockingly. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
absorb the noise, quickly pad the heart. I strongly demand an original reply, not a worthless duplicate. This repetitive illusion completely defeats our purposes,
Making things horribly, terribly, hopelessly intricate. Hello? Return, return, return. Bounce, 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 bounce. Empty, 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 empty. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch. Bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Just my voice bouncing back, utterly alone. Atlantic behaves like a giant sheet of flawless glass, watching the motionless anchored cargo vessels slowly pass. A dead calm paralyzes the deep, unmeasurable marine abyss, robbing the coastline of its familiar, crashing white kiss.
Voiceless currents circulate miles underneath the smooth surface, a fluid environment entirely devoid of direction or purpose. The tides refuse to fight, the pressure begins to heavily mount, suffering from a quiet despair that nobody can accurately count.
Liquid stagnation, freezing out emotional true expression, trapped inside a nautical overwhelming deep depression.
No breeze disturbs the surface,
no white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum
of absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to crying, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
The heavy iron anchor sinks into the black unyielding mud, chilling the warm flow of my frustrated human blood. Navigational instruments fail to find a way out of this zone, left drifting on this glassy desert, completely,
utterly alone. Motionless seaweed tangled around the rusted dead propeller. I have become a stranded, forgotten maritime dweller.
the horizon blends
Seamlessly into the pale misty sky, with no dynamic motion left to even ask the question why. Liquid stagnation, freezing our emotional true expression, trapped inside a nautical overwhelming deep depression.
no breeze disturbs the surface,
No white caps appear, drowning in a fluid vacuum of absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to crying, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
a monstrous storm is brewing deep beneath this calm illusion,
A chaotic vortex of emotional devastating absolute confusion.
but on the outside
Not a single ripple gives it away.
we keep our devastating secrets locked up
Every single day,
still,
deep,
mute,
tide,
glassy,
water,
no
sound. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon,
oh,
a massive body of water
with no vocal cords to crying,
cresting without a sound,
breaking without an impact or roar.
never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, against its aquatic. I see